everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing the spark plug change on my 2022 Ford Maverick. This is the EcoBoost 2-liter. Should be the same for every vehicle that has the 2-liter. I'm assuming 2.3 liter, but I'm using the Motorcraft spark plugs because I've always had luck just staying with the original spark plugs in most of my Fords that I've had. You're going to need an 8mm wrench or a deep socket to pull the coils off, and then you're going to need a socket, which I have this one off of Amazon. It's got a flexible socket elbow on it so you can get to the angles a little bit better, because the spark plugs are down inside the engine a little ways. First thing you're going to want to do, of course, is make sure this whole area is clean. And let's get started. All right, folks, basically I took a shop vac and cleaned out most of the debris that I can. You're going to need the 8mm socket for pulling the coils off. It's going to have to be a deep one because these are a little bit taller screws in there. There's 4 of those. You're going to have to pull these plastic things off. They're just wire ties, folks. There's 2 of them there and then 1 more there in the back. To get to this 4th spark plug at the end, you're going to have to squeeze this, pull that off, and I already broke this one, unfortunately, at one other time. So basically this one is actually just pushed in. I'll have to replace that later on. And with the socket, you should be able to angle your way down in there. You'll just have to wiggle the coils out. I'm going to pull the coils out now. You shouldn't have to worry about keeping track of which one's which because everything's pretty much all wired and tied together in here pretty neatly. All right, first, folks, I'm pulling these plastic wire hold downs out of the way. There's 3 of them on the coils. That just gets them out of the way, and the next step will be to get your coils off. I've already loosened these up with an 8mm wrench. I couldn't find a socket, unfortunately. You're going to want to stick these aside somewhere so you don't lose them. You may want to clean them up afterwards. It looks like they had some kind of thread locker on them, but I'm going to find a good spot to set these so I don't lose them. Drop them down in the engine, God forbid. And I don't know if these are magnetic or not, because if they're magnetic and they fell down in there, you'd be able to get them with the wrench that I have the socket, because the socket I bought, I'll leave a link in the description, from Amazon, is also magnetic on top of being flexible. Trying to get down in there to get this one out. I don't think I have to pull that off there, but get these 4 out of the way. I already loosened them up with a wrench, like I said. Most of this stuff should be pretty easy, honestly. I got about 95,000 miles on my Maverick, so hopefully the spark plugs come out okay. They suggest 100,000 miles. I know some people like to do stuff like that early, but I've had no issues, and of course no time to do it before that. I'm going to take these off and set them aside. Now to remove the coils, folks, you should be able to just wiggle those and pull them up. Be careful with them. They say they're fairly long. I'm just going to tuck them off here to the side. Like I said, these are all pretty much wired together, so you don't have to worry about what goes where. They should line right back up. We'll see if I have to pull this one off or not. I don't think I'm going to have to. My biggest worry is getting this one out from behind, but this should be flexible enough once I get it pulled out. It's taking a little bit more work than I thought, but it does come right out, folks. All right, now that those are out of the way, let's get the spark plugs. All right, folks, this is a 5/8 socket on the extension, so I already loosened this one up just to get going on it. Be very careful with these because they have been in there a while. So my biggest worry would be to break them inside the engine and then not be able to get them out, folks. That would not be a fun job to do in your yard. It does take a minute to crank them out, folks, but take your time. Like I said, you don't want to break anything. This spark plug doesn't look horrible. It's a little bit on the brown side. I don't see anywhere. You got this part here, which I've seen quite a bit. I'm not worried about it since I'm putting new spark plugs in at 95,000 miles basically, and the truck's been running fine. So the plugs themselves don't look bad. They're a little bit burnt around these edges. I don't know why, folks. I am replacing them with Motorcraft plugs. I am using the SP594. These are iridium plugs. This is what they suggest you replace with online. So I'll replace this one first. I'm going to do them one at a time just so I don't end up getting debris inside my engine. Like I said, there's leaves and stuff blowing all over around here today. So I'm starting this one down in there without the socket. I just think it's easier without the wrench. I mean, it's got the socket on it, obviously. Again, I got the socket off Amazon. Just makes it a lot easier. It's a one-piece deal, so it does take a while to screw down in there. And then we'll move to the next one. They're all pretty self-explanatory, folks. It's going to be that last one that takes a little bit more work. So now I'm just going to snug this one down and then just tighten it a little bit. You don't need to crank them down, man. They aren't going nowhere if you tighten them down just a little bit. Now I'll get the next one out. Again, this one should be pretty easy. Same as the other one. It's really not that much different. It's going to be the last one that's a little bit more tricky. Like I said on the first one, folks, it's easier to put it in here first. This is magnetic, and also like every other socket, it does have the rubber in there, so just start it by hand, tighten it down there, and snug it with your wrench. Now we'll start our third one, move our wire out of the way. Again, same as the first three, not too bad to get to, just got to break it loose and then work it out. All right, folks, we're down to the fourth one. This is the one you got to kind of work your way around everything. This is why it's nice to have the flexible socket. Basically, I've got around everything here. You get it at a better angle if you can get down in there with the socket. Just got to figure out which angle works best. I might need another extension. All right, folks, a little bit more length helps a lot. Shouldn't hurt anything. Again, you're going to be putting more torque on the spark plug. Not that much more, but just be careful. As I said, you don't want to break it, but you just need to be able to get past all this stuff without really doing any more disassembly than you possibly have to. This is a simple job, honestly, and then I just got to work it all the way out of the hole and then pull out when I'm done. I got it loose enough where I probably don't need the wrench anymore either, but I'll just spin it out by hand, see if I got it. Yep. I just got to work it out of there, and Ford spark plugs out. All of them look about the same. I don't see any other issues other than that. Again, it's probably not an issue. I don't know. Truck's been running fine, so it's just a matter of putting the last spark plug in and then reassembling. Again, folks, I'm putting the spark plug back in the socket, sticking it right down in here, work it down into the hole, and then just start tightening it by hand. This is actually going pretty easy. It sounds like it would have been kind of a tough job working around this one side, but it really wasn't. Honestly, I can get to this one pretty easy. I've had cars where you couldn't get to the spark plugs from the top at all. I'm talking to you, Chevy Camaro 3.8 liter. But that's back in there. Now we just reassemble everything in the opposite order we took it out. Again, this one's probably going to be the most difficult. Once we get past this number 4, I think this is number 4, could be number 1, I don't know. Doesn't really matter for what we're doing. But we got to work the coil back down into the hole. This is why it's important to make sure everything's clean too. These are nice and soft too. These coils are soft. They should push right down in there. Get past that. Just pull up on it. That's snug down on the spark plug. It should snap. It should give you a little resistance. That feels like it's down on there okay. We should be good to go, and then we just do the same thing, folks. Just reassemble them one at a time in the order that they came out. Actually, make sure you're putting them in the right way with the wiring too. Don't mess with your wiring. I was expecting a little bit more of a pop when they connected, but they're really not. So we'll see how that goes. And this one will line up this way. Those are pushed right down on there. That must be on there. And then this last one, get them all on there. And then the next step, once these are all secure, is you start putting your screws back in with your 8mm wrench. I'm going to go through, folks, and get them all finger tight too, just to make sure they're straight and lined up, and then I'll tighten them down with the wrench. Again, if we got this far, it should be pretty easy from this point out. then once you get done securing all the coils down, remember to put your wire looms back on there, down out of the way. That's pretty simple. And then finally that snaps back on. That one still snaps back on even though it's broke, folks. It's just going to be harder for me to get it off later on. All right, folks, really not that bad of a job. Like I said, all you need is one of these extended 5/8. It's got the swivel on it, makes it a lot easier to get to that last plug. A set of Motorcraft plugs and an 8mm wrench to pull the coils out. Pretty simple job. Thanks for watching. I got another Maverick video coming up real soon. Bye for now.